All right, let's move on to our lava beads. I wrote down a ton of notes about this as well. Let me just do this for just a second. All right. Lava beads are literally from the core of the earth. I mean, these are very special. They have been around for thousands of years, used by endless cultures. They are known to be very special in terms of helping to provide emotional grounding, helping to provide good luck and support, helping to give a sense of peace and healing. So this, if it was my guess, I would say this will be the best-selling jewelry of the entire show. This is real lava bead bracelets, okay? So these are the real deal. When you look at this, you'll actually see that they're a nice size. They're not teeny tiny, but they are also on the magic stretch. So you don't need to worry about sizing. These are for him. These are for her. These can be for your son, your husband, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. They feel good to the touch. It's interesting. If you've ever felt a lava bead like this, because it's porous, you can see the little holes, as it were, on the top. I mean, it's basically because it's literally fiery brimstone that bubbles to the surface and then cools, and then it really forms this porous material, but it is from the earth. When you wear this, it's cool to the touch, yet it's almost warming. It feels special. There's the Batman one, and it has the Batman logo with the back on the inside and then the silver on the outside, and then it's reversed on the other side of it. This one here is your Superman. So again, a slightly different shape. You've got the black, that side there, and then it flips to the other side, which is going to be your silver, and reverses out to the black. It's $29.95. 3 flex pay of $9.98. And of course, free shipping and handling as well. So it's a really, really good deal. In terms of this type of jewelry, always in vogue, always in fashion. It looks great with a suit. I mean, really, it looks great with casual clothes, naturally. It looks very, very distinctive. I mean, seriously, on our two wonderful models, you can see they look like they have something on that is obviously character-driven, with personality, with flair. And if you are a fan of maybe one of the two, maybe it's Superman, maybe it's Batman, this is the way that you're going to be able to show the support for that character. Okay, I've got more comments. I got more comments about this. Who is here? Gabrielle, or is it Gabriel? Gabrielle or Gabriel? It depends. Very cool items. Love the coins of the Batman black gold tone watch. Rick has left a message. That's weird because Rick is my producer. Rick, what are you doing on Facebook right now?
I'm sending messages.
Rick's sending me messages. I love that. Rosemary says, this is so awesome. Nice job. Adam and Sean. Leisha also messaged in saying, oh, well, thank you very much. How cool Mondays now are. Gosh, lots of them. Ingrid says, nice. Liza, is it Lizabeth or Elizabeth? You need to let me know. Awesome. Wow, Superman, 20 minutes time. And Gina says, and where is my Wonder Woman? We do need a Wonder Woman, especially in the premiere of the movie you're about to see that I created with a very special guest. Okay, we are wrapping this up. 075-105 if you want to order this. Genuine lava bead bracelets. Batman, the #1 seller. Superman is trailing. Now, that's what they told me. They said that perhaps Batman was going to be the #1 seller tonight against Superman, which is a little bit upsetting since in the movie I play Superman. But we'll have to see. Maybe things will change. All right, I'm going to put that away over there. That's the coin. Don't forget that's coming back for a reminder later. A couple other things that we do want to share with you on the move. The pendant, one that you've not seen before. This is a little bit different. This is